Hi everyone. So in the previous videos, you've learned about volume of cylinders and volume of cones, and now we are going to look at volume of spheres. So ever held a ball in your hand that is a sphere, a basketball, tennis ball, whatever kind of ball, that is a sphere. So the formula looks totally different from your volume of a cylinder or a cone. The main important piece of this is that now for your exponent, if you notice, it's a 3. Okay, there's no longer a little 2 there anymore by the radius. It is a 3. Now, just like volume of a cylinder and of a cone, when you have your circle, your radius is halfway through and it touches your center of your circle, and your diameter is all the way through. Now, they will do some with radius and some with diameters for your sphere. Okay, if you notice here, this first little example by your equation has a R for radius, and you notice the first two examples are definitely talking about radius. Well, they do have a line that can go all the way through, and we will do an example that looks like this. So be sure you know what radius and diameter are. Let's get to some examples. Okay, so if you have a yellow calculator, a TI calculator, you'll do it like this. You really want to use Desmos if you're at home. Remote learner, your phone is going to be kind of hard to do it on. So I would definitely pull up Desmos and we'll get to it on there. So first, let's write our equation and fill in with what we need. So we have our 4/3. This is a part of your formula. It will be on a formula sheet when you do your STAR test. 4/3 and then pi, r. So now we have an r. We have a 6 for our radius, our r value. And we're going to use a little 3. So I'm going to come over here to Desmos. And I'm going to type in, I'm going to go over here to AB. I'm going to type in 4/3. And come off here to the side. I'm going to find pi. And then I'm going to put, where are my parentheses? Let me just put them in from my keyboard here. So then I'm going to have 6. And I am putting the parentheses, and you'll figure out why in a little bit when we do one, just to make sure we are doing it correctly. It doesn't hurt to put a parentheses in. And so to get a little bitty 3 up there in the exponent, I have to go to this one that says a to the b power. And so now I can put a 3 there. Remember, we don't want a 2. So your volume is shown on the right-hand side. It is 904.7786, blah, 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 right? It goes on for a while. So let's look. It says round to the nearest tenth. So we want to round this. It's above 5, so we're going to round it to 0.8. So 904.8. It equals 904.8. Probably could have done that 9 better. Let me see if I can erase that. Yeah, a little better. 904.8. Okay, let's do another one. We still have 4/3 pi. Our R value for this one is 11, and it is a little bitty 3. So I'm going to keep all of this the same in my Desmos. I only have to change this part that's in my parentheses. And I changed it. It's that quick. So now I have 5,575.3. 5575.3. So 5,575.3. Okay, so the most that you'll have to do for this is maybe change diameter to radius. So here's an example for diameter. Before I can get started, I have to figure out, well, what is just my radius, my one? So I'm going to have to do, what is 9 divided by 2 in order to find my R? Okay, so go to Desmos, know from beforehand. Ooh, let me delete that. So over here in Desmos, if you hit enter, you can do 9 divided by 2 real quick. You get 4.5 if you didn't know it. So that is my radius. That is what I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm going to have 4/3 pi. And then I'm going to use 4.5. and to the 3, to the third power. All right, so I'm going to hit enter. You can totally clear this all out if you wanted to. 4/3 pi. Make sure you pull this out to the side. I'm going to open up parentheses, and I'm going to put 4.5 in, and I'm going to raise it to the 3, the third power. So I get 381.7. So it's the same process almost, but you have to find that radius first. So try number 4. If you want to know if you got the correct answer or not, please email Mr. Jewell or myself. But that's it for today's. All right. So again, if you have any questions, that's it for today. Get a hold of Mr. Jewell and myself, email, or come to our office hours. All the information is in your Schoology. Good luck.